Place the square tube on the saw machine, cut it at a 45-degree angle to the designed dimensions, 2 long and 2 short, and assemble them together as the vehicle body frame. Use arc welding to weld them into a single unit. Attach flat steel and square tubes to the end of the frame for installing the rear wheel. First, weld it properly, and attach 2 small components on both sides for easier installation later. The disc brake chassis frame is simply fixed, and the front part of the vehicle has already been drawn. Just follow the blueprint. The head tube and the frame connection down tube are now drawn, but it's too straight, so use the pipe bending machine to slightly bend it. Bend it to 5 degrees. That's fine. Take it down and place it on the blueprint. It's simply perfect. First, secure the 2 parts, then weld them with the frame to form a hole. The single tube structure is obviously not precise, so attach 1 tube to the left tube and 1 to the right of this component and weld them firmly. This way, it's very sturdy. Use a 2mm thick stainless steel plate, place it on the frame as a panel to step on, weld it continuously, and then use a grinder to smooth out the welds, making it look even better. Hang the frame up, first seal the top light, apply a black primer, then carefully spray a nice blue top coat and let it dry under the sun for a while. Secure the square tube in front of the stage, use a hole saw to make holes at both ends. Align the saw with the center of the round hole, and cut off half, and also make a hole in the middle. Place a round tube at each end, and weld them firmly. The painting technique is as beautiful as before. Insert the front fork into the head tube, install the bearing cup set, all of which are standard bicycle parts. Then, fit a wire position and tighten the fixing screws. Prepare to use a wide edge tire with a bone for the front wheel. Install the disc brake pads, and tighten the screws to secure them. Bring it in, position it properly, and tighten the front fork twist, securing the fixing nut. The rear wheel of the scooter is equipped with a 1500-watt brushless motor. It also uses a wide edge tire, which is very stable. Install it onto the body, first fitting a small bike handlebar, along with the matching handlebar magic. Place the board into the frame, adjust the angle, and tighten the screws. Also, install the front and rear brake handles to ensure driving safety. Insert and secure the throttle twist grip. This half-grip design can prevent physical tipping. The operation of the rear half of the handle is the same as that of shared electric scooters. Brake calipers compatible with disc brakes. Install one on the front wheel and one on the rear wheel. A LCD display is mounted in the center for easy observation of various values. Prepare a large number of 18650 lithium batteries and pre-printed mounting brackets. To start installing the batteries, 3 sets in symmetry form one group and 3 sets in reverse form another group, with 6 sets forming one series. Install them alternately in positive and negative order, then secure the top mounting bracket. Place the nickel strip and use a homemade spot welder to secure it to the battery, forming a parallel connection. The voltage and type of all 78 batteries must be adjusted to the same level before they can be assembled together. How's this work coming along? Due to the limited space in the chassis, the batteries are divided into 2 parts, with a small cluster here. A lithium battery protection board can prevent damage to the battery. First, solder all the wiring together, then connect it to the protection board, and secure it with insulating edge sealing tape and electromagnetic plugs. Place it into the chassis. Position the vibration wave controller E-sharp properly, and connect all the wiring. Add a charging port on top for easy charging. Secure the bottom plate and tighten all the screws. Get the anti-slip stickers ready and stick them on the panel so that when you step on it, you won't slip. Let's give it a try. We still need a set of low beam and taillights, so prepare the female copper board. After printing the circuit, the aluminum substrate has a thermal insulation layer that can also help dissipate heat from the LED beads. Run it through the heat press a few times. After the circuit is completed, put the part that needs to be covered on into the box, pour in the etchant to remove the unnecessary copper surface. Use an angle grinder to separate the front and rear light groups together. Spray some acetone and wipe them again to expose the retained circuit on the same side. First, put a heat conductor under the 6 LED lamp posts. Then slowly draw the lamp posts to absorb sweat, connect them to the circuit, and then paste the driver chip to ensure the safety of the lamp beads. The copper plate on the back is highly heat conductive, and paste it on the mounting plate. And a 30-degree lens is used to focus the light. The bottom is glued, and a lens is installed for each lamp bead. A shell is printed to fix it to the front fork, and it can be waterproofed by gluing it with silicone. The tail light is done, and a simple fender is made in the installation place, which is fixed at the back with screws. The tail lights use 9 red lamp beads, which are also painted all over the head to transfer the heat to the car body. Tighten the screws up, connect the wires, and use the printed key and engraving plate to make a lampshade. Position it properly and secure it with screws. Prepare the relay module and voltage converter to connect them together. Place them into the printed casing. Connect the wiring of the light assembly and then connect it to the battery. Make sure to apply insulating tape and finally cover the bottom plate and tighten the screws. And that's it. Let's turn on the lights. The effect is pretty good, and the tail light looks great, too. I have already gone to Curse the Black, and it is enough to break it open and take a look. You can see others when you come to the front. Behind you, others can also find you. The display shows the remaining battery level and the speed you're traveling. These wide tires have a large contact area, providing better grip, and they run really smoothly. The top speed can reach up to 40 kilometers per hour, which is more than enough for a scooter. Once you activate the cruise control, you can let go of the throttle and just ride. My hands are tired. It's just not going to work.